Welcome, one and all, to Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, which is Sherlock Holmes, who is an awesome detective, versus Cthulhu, an awesome elder god. So this should prove to be very interesting. I actually used to have this game on disc, and that was just, the first edition, and this is actually the remastered edition, which is you can play in first person or third person, and I've never played the remastered edition before, and it's been quite some time since I last played it, so it's not completely blind, but maybe there'll be some new things that could confuse me, or that I won't have remembered, so there's that. And I apologize in advance for this is probably going to be terrible audio quality plus terrible video quality because I do not have the ideal equipment, but there's the first videos and then it gets better, and let's hope that the gets better part comes sooner than later. So anyway, I'm rambling already, and let's just start with a new game. Well, actually, let me mess with the controls really quick. So why is caps lock run? I don't even know, but we're gonna set that to shift, and this one is gonna be this one. Oh wait, no, never mind. Documents, you know what, forget it. Back. Alright, so I left it on there. Shift, accept. Okay, so new game. Yes. Alright. We're going to solve some mysteries today, folks, and I cannot guarantee that my computer will load this very quickly because, again, equipment problems, but, it is what it is.
Go away, you swine! Leave, or I'll make you bleed!
These all came from the swamps. Could be toting contraband.
Holmes! Help me! Do not fight the calling!
Blood!
Blood.
I beg of you, Holmes! Fadang! Relieve your blood!
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It can't end like this. Again, this nightmare haunts me. It won't let me forget.
You shouldn't eat junk food before you go to bed, Watson.
How did this all begin?
All his pillows and shit knocked to the floor. Good morning, everyone. Here we are in London, and it is a nice foggy day as per usual. This is a Frogwares game. Gee, I don't know what to say about it. It's based on the physics engine. It's older than dirt, that's for sure. Now, I remember the first Sherlock game that I ever played. Actually, this was the first Sherlock game I ever played, like quite a few years ago. And then I got this really super duper old one called Curse of the Mummy or something like that. And it was like a super old point and click adventure type thing. And oh my god, it was super cheesy, but I love Sherlock Holmes adventures, and the newer they are, the better they've been getting. So, but we'll save the other ones for later. I remember this one is my favorite so far, because it combines two of my favorite stories. Sherlock, you look positively bored.
Good morning, Holmes. Looks like a typical London day. Fog in the morning, fog in the afternoon. Ha! And here's a surprise. Fog in the evening.
Aha.
Good morning, Watson.
Can you imagine? I have been at it since 5 a.m., and I scarcely think my list of patients for the day has even been touched. What is more insufferable, I haven't even had a moment with the morning paper. They say the minister
First
will
world
assuredly...
problems right here.
Holmes, whatever is the matter? You haven't heard a word I have said.
It is the tedium, my dear Watson. Life is ordinary, the papers are lifeless. Any hint of audacity, and dare I say romance, has vanished from the criminal world.
Holmes, it is only temporary. You know perfectly well that sooner or later an exceptional incident will occur in London or thereabout, which cannot rest till the talents of Sherlock Holmes are called into play. Then it will be up to your agile wit to set things right, which should satisfy your constant need for mental gymnastics.
I hope the heavens hear your words, Watson. I hope they do indeed.
I must take my leave, Holmes. I have an appointment with a rather odious man, Captain Stenick. He is apparently in a state, with near tachycardia due to some problem involving his manservant. Why don't you get out for a brisk walk, Holmes? Perhaps buy a newspaper or visit that fellow, Barnes, over on Glentworth Street. You might remember him, the bookseller. He has some new volumes of the particular sort that should occupy your mind for a time.
That door sounded rather weird. I'm gonna watch him go. Peeping Tom Holmes. How do I change my view? Whoops, that is not it. Control. Yes! Okay, I enjoy first person a lot more than third person. Especially when it comes to games where you might have to run around a lot and then just having to like scroll and click is just... it just won't do. It just won't do. Here's some matches. Alright, apparently I will be needing to light quite a few things on fire in this game. Here's my little chemical set. I plan on making many bombs. Here I have shot the wall with the Queen's initials, and I kind of remember this whole house because the house actually looks the same in every single game. I noticed 221 Baker Street with the crappy wallpaper and such. But anyway, it's I guess there's a few things you can probably click around here. Possibly not. Anyway, whose room is this? No, it won't let me in. What am I... Can I click things, please? Can I... Alright. Oh, this is Watson's room. Why can't I go in Watson's room and not my own? That is quite odd. And see, as things are thrown hither and thither, I would like to look at stuff, and gosh, I don't know if this is, oh, why? I don't know if this is normal that the mouse sensitivity is this extreme, but anyway, I'm gonna go around, and here we are, 221 Baker Street. I cannot go into that one.
The Strand!
But,
The Strand! Boy, the Strand!
Princess attacked. Breaking news. First world problems.
Strand! Strand! By the Strand!
So, my young friend, what is the news?
Nothing of interest for the great detective, sir. Those old stuffed shirts ate up half of London at their big scientifical to-do, and some Scandinavia princess is driving the locals wild with curiosity.
A Scandinavian royal is in London? If you and the lads can look sharp and find out more about her visit, there will be some coin for your pockets.
Righto, Mr. Holmes. If there's aught to be found, the irregulars will have it. I'll send the words out to the lads.
Don't you
It is necessary to keep my informants in fighting form.
In fighting form. Ooh, celestial phenomenon. Yesterday at the Academy of Sciences, blah blah blah, stuff about seeing a comet, I think. Strange disappearance. Princess deceased is with great sadness that the Northern Lighthouse Board announces the loss of their faithful employee Matthews Ferguson due to their unfortunate accident. Strange fish. floating in the Thames. To watch. If you guys want to read this, you can go ahead and pause the video and take a look, but I am just kind of looking through here, just perusing. Anyway, let us move on because I don't want to take
I
too
have
long.
no reason to go there.
Well, excuse me, I have every reason to do whatever I want because I am fucking Sherlock Holmes. Sup, Popo?
Pardon me, I'm looking for the Barnes bookshop. Would you happen to know it?
I know the place, know it well, Mr. Holmes. The bookshop is on Glentworth Street. Take your first right and then the next left, and you'll find it straight away.
Doesn't look too hard to find shit around here because this is tiny ass little white person London. Hi, what's going on here? Some shady dealings with the hooker, no doubt. Anyway. What is with all these? Oh, I thought they were dead. Oh my god, I thought there was a bunch of just dead pigeons lying around. Which would not be too strange because apparently there was a lot of pollution back then. But anyway, hi! Hi! You looking at me? I like your vest. Hello.
My respects, Miss Fleming.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, look at you and your flowers. Pretty. Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello. Here I am in the bookstore.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. How are you? I have some new novels that should interest you. A nice illustrated volume on fish and a collection of legends on piracy. They must be here somewhere.
How the fuck did you know what I was gonna be looking for? Oh, look at this dude. He knows what he's doing. He knows what people want.
Appears to be a trace of shoe leather. Did somebody fall here?
Possibly. Look at all these textures and shit.
Those flowers need watering. By the way, Barnes, before some misfortune befalls you, I am quite certain Miss Fleming, the flowers saleswoman, would prefer chocolates to a fractured bone.
What?
But how could you know that? Indeed, even she, I told no one about this. Other than Dr. Watson, that is. Oh, I see now how it goes.
Not at all. Watson would never reveal a confidential matter of professional trust. He did, however, mention your fine shop and your novelties. Knowing his views on classical literature, I doubt there would be any inducement to enter your shop unless it was professional business. What would trouble a man of your age and position, sufficient to require the services of a doctor? I noticed trace of shoe leather on the stepladder and deduced that you no doubt lost your balance, fell, and likely suffered a nasty sprain. As for the flowers, you deliberately let them die and left this sad display open to the public, hoping no doubt that their supplier would notice and take great efforts to come and replace them. Also, I know Miss Fleming to be a statuesque woman, so typical of the Scandinavians. I noted that you would likely wear shoes with a higher heel, so that you and Miss Fleming, should she arrive, see more eye to eye. Unfortunately, climbing about on ladders and the like in such shoes is a risky business, isn't it?
Indeed, it is, Mr. Holmes.
Believe me, Barnes, try chocolates next time. And besides, it requires a bit more than well-heeled shoes to find a proper soulmate. Don't you agree?
Damn, Holmes getting all up in people's business. Gosh. Well, moving right along then, I guess. I'm looking for a book. A book. Oh.
A book about sea fauna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Okay, interesting. So I am looking also for one more book. Hopefully I don't have to scour the shelves. If you ever played Sherlock Holmes versus what's his name? What's his name? The other is the one I think right after this one. Oh, what is his name? He's like a cat burglar guy. French. Oh my god, I cannot words today. But
the
anyway,
Pirates book.
I'm gonna go buy these. If you want to read this, go ahead and pause. And okay, I'm outie.
I will take them.
Thank you, and goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
Dude, this is driving me crazy. I have to figure out what was the name of that game again. Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but I have to like be able to figure this out before I continue on. Arsène Lupin, thank you. God, brain, you took long enough. Anyway, sorry, I was looking through my games to figure that out. But anyway, versus Arsène Lupin, like, it's total pixel hunting. Like, how it was in there is how 90% of the game is, and you have to pixel hunt your way through shit like that. It's not good when you have so many textures. It really is not. Hello, dead pigeons.
Holmes! Here!
Don't call me like a dog, Watson. It's my job. What? Hello, Rape Alley. People just walk down here for no reason. It's like The Sims, really.
I have no reason to go there.
Can I? Why does it let me click it then?
I have no reason to go there.
Oh well. Hey, here's a ladder.
This won't be of any use to me.
But if I use this, I can go over there, and I want to go over there. It's nice open spaces. Anyway. It must look weird. I'm like the only person running in this whole city.
Ah, it's good that I found you, Holmes. As I told you this morning, I visited Captain Stenick.
Did you?
Although his symptoms are not serious, the circumstances which caused his palpitations are quite peculiar. Perhaps you can make something of it. Here is Captain Stenick and Sergeant Ruffles.
Indeed. Hello, Captain and Sergeant. May I talk to you now? Stuffed shirts.
Captain, I understand from Watson you are quite upset.
Any man will be the same, and with less provocation. My servant has left in the middle of the night. Damned ungrateful after all I have done for him. To top it off, he knows not one word of English. Finally, if he causes any damage, I will bear the brunt of people's anger and suffer the consequences, as I am the person who brought him to England.
Maybe you shouldn't have
How long was he in your employment, and is he accustomed to vanishing in this manner?
We returned from Australia more than 5 months ago now. But to his credit, he never left this house before now. He is afraid of the city, as are many inhabitants from open spaces.
Could he have stolen something?
Upon my word, no.
How much money does he have on his person?
Frankly speaking, he didn't have any money. I kept his wages for him, and they are in my safe. In any event, what the deuce would he have a need for money?
Who knew that he worked at your home, and had he any contacts here in London?
Anyone who deals with me professionally knows Baopa is my personal servant. As for his contacts, they are limited to the delivery men who bring food or other items to my home. What reason could he have to see anyone other than myself?
So if I'm understanding this guy correctly, he took this kid as an indentured servant, never paid him jack diddly squat, and then he's like trying to get me to hide the evidence for him by finding him before he causes a ruckus. Oh, you are the scum of the earth, my friend.
Now then, Sergeant, what is it about, and what elements of the crime do you have documented?
Referring to the official report, the following particulars were taken down. A young Maori responding to the name Baopa was reported missing by his employer, Mr. Stenick. No one in the surrounding area saw or heard anything relevant to this incident. In truth, we rarely concern ourselves with cases such as this, but the lad speaks not a single word of English, and according to his employer, has considerable strength. Considering the wild customs of his native land, who knows what damage he could cause?
This game is like
you must know,
super
Mr.
racist.
Holmes, there have been a few similar cases reported recently. The facts are much the same. Immigrants from the poor districts have been reported missing by their families. We expect that some low-class brothel has opened its doors to the local exotics, and Mr. Holmes, you can imagine how word would spread. Mark my words, with his unique looks and speech, we'll find this boy in no time. I imagine he'll have nothing worse to show than empty pockets and a delighted air.
That is a possibility, to be sure. However, I would be most grateful if you could ask your superiors to send me the reports about those similar cases. I rely on you, Ruffles. Watson, continue your search here. I must follow another lead.
Indeed. And this is where clue searching comes into play, I suppose. And here we go round the mulberry bush. Guess not. So I will search his yard this way. Do, 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 do. Look at these lovely flowers. Hello. There's a hand.
Flaxen, yellow in color. The lock was not cracked.
Indeed.
The lock was not cracked.
I did not even realize there was a magnifying glass there.
What a peculiar drawing.
Looks like a monster. Resemble a flying fish. Okie dokie. It does not look like flying fish to me. Oh wait, no, yeah. There's water on the bottom. And then there's like a whale. And then there's like people falling in. And then there's like clouds and a sun, I guess. Anyway. Hey. Qu'est-ce que c'est ici? Hello?
This appears to contain some measure of opium. I shall analyze it at Baker Street.
Quote unquote analyze, you know, seeing as you become addicted in the stories. Or is that just the movies? I don't know. I remember he had like a brief stint with like opiate dependency or something.
Footsteps. Let's see.
Ooh, let's take a look at the footsteps. What's going on? What do they look like? Nada? Can I measure them? No?
The size is undoubtedly 7. The shoes are also hard-soled.
Indeed. Mr. Stennick's garden noticed footsteps leading from the wall towards the shack door. From the wall to the shack door. Alrighty, so let's go to the wall. Backalicious. What is that weird squeaky sound? Is there anything in the storm drain? No, indeed, there is not. Anything over? Look at this pretty tree. Okay, so this is the wall, and oh, check it out.
Yes, there is something here.
There is something there, and is that stars in the sky? I never noticed there's stars in the sky before. Anyway.
Footsteps.
So
Let's see.
I'm just tripping on how they remastered this, or I don't know if it's even remastered, but it's slightly different from the original cut.
The right shoe is missing a nail.
Indeed. In Mr. Stennick's garden, I observed traces of footsteps hanging on the wall, blah blah blah, size 7. Let's see if these are size 7 as well. Well, let me measure
The size
you.
is undoubtedly 7. The shoes are also hard-soled.
Okay, so it's the same shit. Good. Is there anything else over here? Maybe I can search the ground. We like cheese. We like cheese. We like cheese. Give me something, anything. Is there nothing else around? Oh, hey.
How strange. I shall have to examine this more thoroughly.
I missed what you were saying, Sherlock. Can you repeat that for me? Because I'm dumb. There's something up there, but I can't reach it. So this must mean I need a ladder. Sophie needs a ladder. Intermission.
This should prove useful.
Finally, maybe I can get over here now.
I have no reason to go there.
Dang it. Girl can help, right? Where was it? Oh. A key. And I climb, and I get a thingy. In Mr. Stennick's garden, at the top of the wall, I found some paint fibers.
Fibers? Why are they here? It will be necessary for me to examine this more closely at Baker Street.
I will in a minute. Oh, look how... That guy must have been huge to have bent that stuff so bad. A wrought iron fence. Hello, Hello.
Come, Watson, we must return to Baker Street.
What do you make of this, Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Stenick, I wish my news were your servant simply left your employment voluntarily for the service of a more honest man. Unfortunately, I don't have that pleasure. In truth, the news is grim indeed. Your servant was seen in the company of 2 men yesterday. One of the 2 is a man of moderate size, very robust, and a mature age. His profession, which will be the key element in our investigation of this affair, will be determined by me within few hours. The other is a young Hindi who is tall and only recently arrived in England. There is a darker side to these events. Your man was not with them by choice. Rather, the evidence shows he was kidnapped. At this moment, the reasons behind this villainous act are unknown, but rest assured, the truth will not elude me for long. Gentlemen, I wish you a good day. Come, Watson, we must hurry. There's a great deal to do and little enough time to spare.
Indeed.
Holmes, I must protest. You did not spare my client, Captain Stenick. This seems unusually harsh.
That may be, Watson, but now what matters more is to know the reasons behind the kidnapping of this young aboriginal yesterday evening in central London, and more importantly, what has become of him. I must concentrate on a small experiment I will run to test my theories. Please go to the poor Lovelorn Barnes and ask him if he has something on the Maori nation and its traditions. Also, if you should happen to see the newsboy outside, find out what he knows, and if it has value, give him a coin. And for God's sake, don't be a miser, Watson.
A miser? You cost me one of my patients, and you question my level of generosity with your informers? Oh, really, Holmes, sometimes you go too far.
Whoa, Holmes, you just kicking your little errand boy around there? Damn, he straight up told people. Okay, anyway, I think this video might have gone on long enough, so I will cut this out now, and I'll see you again in a few minutes. Alright, bye-bye.